Hello everyone, this is Lettuce here, and today I have a layout update. I might sound a bit tired. This is the 7th time I've done this. It cuts the beginning off the video, basically. It's really annoying. So, yes, it's been forever, I know. I'm sorry. School. That's the only excuse I have, really. But I've done a lot of exciting things, a lot of really cool things, a lot of good things. But, yeah, so first of all, you might even notice, if you didn't, well, here's a heads up. Coaches! Those look different to last time, because they are mine. They're not Sir Rattingham's. I finally got coaches. So these are Lima, they're Custard and Blood composite coaches. Oh no, they're Corridor, not composite, Corridor. Why did I think it was composite? And they're very nice. I got the pack of 3 from the Forest Model Rare exhibition at the second-hand store for $30. That's $10 each. And these were in box. The boxes are actually in pretty good condition. And these are incredible condition. I've changed them up a fair bit to my liking. As you can probably see, all the little details. Oh, sorry about the bright light. I've got flash on just so I can show you some details. So you got the little black bits I highlighted. So you got like the grill bits there and everything. You can see a lot better on the brake coach. So you got handrails and everything. So yeah, I've changed these up quite a bit. So if I go over here, oh, come on. It's been annoying. There you go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, normally these coaches come with the standard, wide tension lock, coupling. This is pretty much what's on every Lima model. And what I've done is I've chopped that off, and I've replaced it with the Airfix coupling. And I've just glued it on with some glue. And they actually work pretty well. And the reason I did that is because, well, these are huge, and they also stick out a fair bit. But with the Airfix ones, they're very thin, and they don't stick out as much. So this really enables, quite well, close coupling. So if I could just put this back on the track. Out of the 3 of them, this is the only one that has the plastic wheels. The other ones have metal wheels, which is pretty good. I hoped they would all have metal wheels, but, you know, you can't always get everything. So I coupled them up, and you can see they are very close, actually. So that's just pulling, and then you push them together, it's probably even closer. And there's only one downside to it, and that's if you push, or if you're pushing the coaches. Oh god, it's coupled. But basically, if you're pushing, it's coupled up to the loco. But if you're pushing them and they go around a first radius curve, or sometimes a second radius, the buffers can join together, or sort of couple together. That's the buffers, not the couplings, and they can sort of force the other carriage to fall off the tracks, and it can be very annoying. So that's why you pretty much don't push them. You just sort of pull them around. But they work pretty well. Right, yeah, just like that. Another thing I've done is, on the brake coach, I have chopped off the back coupling, and I have added on, come on, focus, a little brake lamp. Not really going to do this well, is it? It's not going to do it. But yeah, I added on a little brake lamp, and that's just a little thing from a model loco, like that one. Not an actual working one, just a little static model. So yeah, here's something a little funny. It's a little cannon that's taking up this entire one-plank wagon. I'm gonna add some matchsticks and things to make sort of a frame, and some thread for cables to make it what I call the mighty load. So it's just the smallest thing taking up this entire big wagon. So yeah, yeah. Next thing is probably the best thing I've probably ever made, and that's these wagon frames. I spent a while on these. These are actually kit bashed ratio kits that I sort of modified. So it's really just the sides and the brake gear things on the sides that I took from the kits. And pretty much everything else was just my own stuff. So all the bracing inside was actually chopped off bits of the top of the kit, because the kit came with like a wooden top bit that goes on top. So I pretty much cut them up to size, and they actually worked really well. Underneath, I've got all the brake gear, so you got the brake cylinder and the brake arm and everything. And funny story, the brake cylinder is actually the sort of center circle bit from the sprue, like with all the from the kit. So I found a really good use for that. And I've also got some little coupling hooks and the buffers. Buffers are actually from some old mainline wagons that I had that I'd never used. And what's even cooler is it does move, which is added bonus. And I made 2 of them, so I got this little car in here. These pretty much just sit in these sidings forever. I don't really have any plans for them. Might put them on a flat wagon or something. This one hasn't got any couplings in it, and it's only got sort of half brake shoes. It's only got 1, yeah. But yeah, they're pretty good. So they're probably just going to sit in the scrap siding forever, for their entire life. Haha. I might weather them up a bit. So yeah, how cool's that? So, next thing is my Class 47 is working again! Hooray! It's just a bit of a clean of the wheels and sort of a nice running session, running in a bit, sort of helped it. It really works well now. Funny story, the driver is in this end, because originally that was the front, so it used to go forward. But, it doesn't, the motors don't work very well going forward, technically, and the lights that I installed, the front lights and the back lights going that way don't work at all. But going backwards, or the other way, technically, the motor works great, actually, and all the lights work, so it's going to be going backwards from now on. I also found out that the little symbol here, this is a Rail Freight livery, the symbol stands for construction. They had all different types of symbols for different types of logos. This is a fun for construction trains, so this would have hauled the trains that relay all the tracks and things like that, so yeah, I found that little piece of information out. So if you go around, still got my old freight train, nothing really happened with those, and this thing's really cool. I got this at the Epping Model Railway Show, and this is a Dapol kit, or an X-Airfix kit, and it's a crossing. So this is originally $13.50, but I got it at a bargain price at $5. It was really good. This is brand new as well, so yeah. And I got this because for my crossing, for the road crossing, I wanted some nice crossing gates, and I've only got one, and this is a really nice crossing gate. I think I got this from one of my friends when I got all the other track and rolling stock for my trains. So yeah, but I've only got one, and I need 2. So I bought this kit, and you can see I've started working on it. So there's the crossing gates there, there's the discs and bits and pieces. But I actually stopped making it because the white that I was using, the white paint, was like a water-based acrylic, and it actually scratches off really easily. So I had to get some white enamel from Sir Bradingham, because he's got all the enamel paints. So that's over there, that stuff there. But yeah, so I've got that, so I might keep working on it soon. I'm not sure. I'll probably do something whenever I can. Out the back here, I got the little signal box here. I'm really proud of this signal box. I added some bushes, and you might actually see these are 2-tone bushes, different colours. I actually have a lot of little like leaf foliage and things, all different bits of foam and things. And I took the light out of this because I never actually needed it. So that's what that little wire thing there is. That's the bulb that was inside here. Took it out because I never actually properly used it. And this allows me to move it around a bit, because originally it was pretty much just restricted to being there. That's not very nice, so I thought I'd move it over a bit. It sort of gives more room over here, and makes the bushes go over the tracks. So, yeah, just gotta be careful that when you're driving a train down, if you don't hit the brakes, don't put it down this track, because it'll take out the signal box. Moving around, I lost the windows for the goods shed. I don't know where they are. One of them is missing at Sir Bradingham's house. This one's somewhere here, I can't remember where I put it, but I took them out. I took one of them out, because I lost the other one. I'm probably just going to put some roof tiling over the top of it, just to sort of fill it in. Or I might just leave it open, or put some custom glass paint in there. I don't know, I'll find something to do. So, great development here. The inner loop, I don't know if I sort of described this much, but I've been having a really big problem with the inner loop corner here. It's just been a pain. So there's some of the old track there, because I actually replaced it all. So that's some old Lima track. And I got some Hornby and some Pico tracks. I got Hornby first radius double curve, or just, dang, I don't think it comes in. And then I got some Pico second radius half curves. And that sort of makes the curve a lot nicer, because originally it was just a first radius and then a second radius, and there'd be a really nasty kink in the middle of it. So now it's just a second radius, a first, and then a second, so it sort of evens it out a bit. And some bits of balsa wood and things, and this actually works a lot better than it did before, because originally no train could cross that corner without derailing. It was so terrible. But now, any train can go across, and it's fine. I've still got some other problems to fix with the track, like the tender for my Royal Scot locomotive keeps derailing on that corner. I have to figure out why. I think it's because I put something under there and it sort of warped the track a bit. This is the downside to having new track. Sorry, not new track. This is the downside to having old track, because a lot of this is really old track, like old Hornby stuff and old Lima track. So yeah, just get new track. It may cost more, but just get new track. Yeah. So, next thing, if we come over here, I did something amazing. With my Metcalfe signal box, I added interior. Yeah, so it looks great, actually, I think. Hope you think the same. It took me a while to actually do this, but originally it was actually just grey inside there. So what I did is I used some Wordsworth model railway kits and some brick paper and things, and I got like a nice floor, got the back there, which looks like the outside. Don't mind the LNER clock in there. I couldn't find any BR or Great Western clocks, so that's all I could use. And I got a little man in there. I got a little table thing. I can't remember what it's called. I got an armchair. Got all the point and signal levers. Got a nice bookshelf there and a fireplace. So yeah, see got the chimney up there as well. And I've also got the guy there. Hello. Those guys were actually in the small signal box over the back there, so I thought I might not waste them, put them at the front. And they've also got a really nice bush here too. Yeah. So now for the thing that I've been wanting to talk about for ages. At the Epping Model Railway show, where I got the crossing gates, I spent a lot of money and got something that I've always wanted, because recently I've gotten more into the Australian trains, so I thought I'd get something really nice, and that is this. Ta-da! So I spent a lot of money on these. This is a Powerline model of a New South Wales Government Rail State Rail Authority Class 81 in candy livery. It's so handsome, isn't it? Yeah, it's so lovely. I used to the 81 class. And it's got fitted KD couplings, because usually the Powerline models have the international couplings. It's got very nice detail with all the little handrails and everything. It's got fitted lights. It actually uses fibre optics, like fibre optic cables you can see in there. Transfer all the light through to these little itty-bitty holes. It's got directional lights, as I should have said. Yes, and when I got it, I actually had to refit the KD couplings because they were too far out, and whenever they went around the second radius curves on my layout, they would actually pull off the wagons behind it, because it's just too long. It's very long. So yeah, so I had to do that, and it works pretty good. It's actually got dual motors, because if anyone of my viewers are Australian, you would know that Australian trains are very long, very, very long. So to make up to the stereotype, I guess, this has double motors to really pull big trains. And I've got a whole rake of things. This is something I've had for a while. It's a lifelike trains model. It's very basic, very plasticky, and very made for kids. I fitted some KD couplings on it, because I got a whole drawer of KD couplings. I feel so proud that I got all those. I got some metal wheels on it as well, and it works alright. And the next thing that I got at the Epping Model Railway show is this rake of 5 New South Wales Government Railway BCH hoppers, as it says there. These are amazing models. These are actually AR kits. I don't know who made them. They just came in the pack of 5. That was $150 for the 5 of them, but the detail is incredible. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. You see, just look at the amazing detail of little handrails and things, and it's just incredible. A lot of the very tiny detail, like the handrails and all that, it's all brass. A lot of the other detail in here is plastic, but most of it is brass. There's a brass rotting in there. And it's just amazing. I'm really proud that I got these. And weirdly enough, they all have sort of different wheels. So these have got the different types to these ones, and like all over here, these have got different ones to these ones, and it's always different. It's kind of weird, but yeah, they work pretty good. And I've also got like the focus. Come on, I guess I got the Bachmann shell hopper tanker. I'm falling asleep tonight. That's been modified a bit, and they got the other wagon, just a flat car. I got all of my other American stuff with my other Australian loco, which I put a KD coupling on. So, yeah, that's my collection of Australian stuff now. All I need to do now is make an Australian layout, which will probably be in a few years. I've still got this to build. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can remember of talking about. You might have noticed a few things that have changed that I haven't talked about. It's been forever, and I can't really remember what I've done that's changed. I've probably left some things out, but yeah, just tell me if it's something major, like, oh my god, you rebuilt the layout completely. Nah, I didn't do that. So, yeah. So, if you have any questions or anything about anything, just ask. I'm pretty much open to anything. Any question, train related, just to clarify. So, yeah, that's the end of another amazing layout update. This will probably be, 10 years before the next one. So, yep, alright, that's all for now. Bye-bye.